Okay, in this video we're going to talk about midsegments of triangles. And a midsegment looks like this. So let's say there's a triangle and it's cut in half like this, so that this side is equal to that side and this part is equal to this part. Meaning that this line right here literally cuts that triangle in half. And what it does for us, as far as numerically and mathematically, is that if this length is 10, then this would be 20. The midsegment is always 1/2 of the bottom of the triangle. So let's just look at an example, and we'll just make sure we understand that. So it says that this is a midsegment, and we can tell because it's marked here and it's marked on this side. So we know that it's truly a midsegment. Either they have to tell us that it's a midsegment or it has to be marked. Otherwise we don't know. But what we do know is that the bottom of the triangle right here is 18. So that means that this would be half of 18, which is 9. So the length of line segment PQ, which is what this says, the length of line segment PQ is 9. Go ahead and try number 2. So number 2 says that the bottom of the triangle is 12, and that means that the length of the line segment would be half of that, which would be 6. So the length of line segment UV is 6. Let's just review something that you may or may not know, or maybe you forgot. But when you say this out loud, that is spoken line segment XY. When you say this out loud, you say the length of line segment XY. So they actually say different things. So again, when the line segment notation is above it, it's just line segment XY. When the line segment notation is not above it, it's talking about a measurement. So it's the length of that line segment. So when it looks like this, it's always going to say equals, and then you're expected to say some number. When it's written like this, it's probably going to be congruent to something. Like it'll be something different. It won't be a number, but it'll be maybe congruent to line segment AB. So difference there, congruent, this is a congruency statement, and this is a measurement. Okay, let's try a little bit harder one. So on the next page, let's just do, it doesn't matter, we'll just do the last one together, number 10. So if I'm looking at number 10, this is what I know, that this length, line segment DC, is half the size of line segment TV. Or I could say 2 of these would equal that, which is what I'm going to say. So 2 x plus 15s would equal 1 x plus 22. And I'm going to rewrite it and give myself some more space. Well, actually, I'll just combine like terms. So this is an equation, and I'm just going to put my x's together here. So I'm going to get 2x plus 30 equals x plus 22. And now I'm just going to solve just like I normally would. I'm going to subtract x from both sides. These x's are going to go away, and I get 22 over here. And then 2x minus 1x is going to give me a 1x. I can either put the 1, or I don't have to. I'm not going to write it, but you can if you want. So now I have x plus 30 equals 22. I'm going to subtract 30 from both sides. These 30s go away, and I'm left with x equals 22 minus 30 would give me a negative 8. So my answer is x equals negative 8. Okay, so if we go back to the question, it doesn't ask us for what the value of x is. it asks us for what the value or what the length of CD is. So we have to then plug -8 back in for x plus 15. So let's give ourselves some space. So x plus 15, and x is -8. So -8 plus 15 would be +7. So we're going to go back. So the answer to this is +7. And you should always check and make sure that your answers are on the coloring sheet. You don't have to color it, but coloring is therapeutic, so feel free to do that and you'll get bonus points. So finish those problems and color the worksheet, and then you'll be done.